Hey everybody, welcome to the real United States and welcome to the Naylor Road stop of the Washington Metro Area Transit Authority's Metro Rail System. And we are here again as part of our Art in Transit series that we've been covering. And behind me we have pod trees. This is a stainless steel sculpture by Robert Cole. It was put here in 2002, was commissioned by the Metro's Art in Transit program. And it actually says here pod trees for Naylor Road, and the reason it's trees, plural, is because there is a pair of them either side of the entrance to the station here. And this, of course, for those of you that are familiar with the metro system, is the green line. We're out towards the end of it. Now, one of the interesting things that I noticed about these domes, these mushroom-looking things, very Dr. Seuss-esque in a way, is that they appear to be what's called spun form. It's the way they're manufactured. It's the same way like a wok is done. It's how you make these convex or concave things is you take a sheet of metal and you clamp it into this device and spin it, and then a ram comes in and pushes against it and runs it over a mandrel to give it its shape. And then of course they've been finished afterwards with a sander to give them some texture. Stainless steel become very popular, I've noticed, in a lot of these sorts of sculptures. It's cheaper than bronze. It works in a different way, but it's, again, environmentally strong. It doesn't corrode or anything. Now, I don't know that this has any particular deep significance, and I would love to hear what you think it means. Art is one of those things that seem like everybody has a very personal interpretation of what it means, but it's cool. It looks like some sort of alien mushroom tree to me. And of course, it's got its own little area here in the concrete jungle that's left out for the soil, even though it's not a real tree. I thought that was kind of an interesting effect. They've put a column in the middle of this circle where they left the soil and then mounted it on there. And boy howdy, this thing is really mounted, in case any of my friends out there who are engineers are wondering about wind loading. Even though it's relatively protected here, this has about a dozen like 3/4 inch stainless anchors into the concrete. So yeah, even a hurricane is not going to rip this thing loose. But it's pretty. I suppose it'd be kind of slick if it was polished up, but outdoor art sculptures, things like that, usually are not cleaned and maintained like that. They're put out there and left to the elements and the birds. But it is cute. I mean, it's neat the way he's tiered these. They get smaller as they get further up, as though the new growth is towards the top and they haven't got as big as the other pods, I guess you will. And I love the fact that it's this very three-dimensional kind of a thing, even more so than, say, a statue. It has a lot of depth to it. And as you walk around it, I suppose, it's going to look a little different from each angle. And again, like some of the pieces of art at these stations, it's relatively subdued. You could walk by this and it would never register that you had this large piece of art right next to the entrance. I'm sure that tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands people walk through here, and it just doesn't register that this is two tree sculptures either side of this. But anyway, again, the purpose of all these pieces of art in the Art in Transit is to decorate the station, to make it more appealing, more pleasant, and to build, decorate the neighborhood and build community. So it's a nice piece. I don't think it's going to push anybody's buttons. It's relatively innocuous, but it looks very science fiction-y. So anyway, that is the pod trees sculpture, part of the Art in Transit program here at the Naylor Road station, and we are actually in the great state of Virginia, I believe. I don't think we've gone back. No, we haven't gone back in. We're still in Virginia on the southern end of the line. And so write in the comments, tell me what you think about it. Do you like it? Do you dislike it? What do you think it is? Anyway, just stop in and say hi. I love hearing from everybody. I try to get back to everybody I can. If you're new here, hey, pick subscribe and come along for the adventure because we got lots more to show you. And as always, thank you for watching.